Hello, fellow book lovers, and welcome back to our hub for all things literary and historical. Today, we're journeying to the ancient city of Fez, Morocco, to uncover the story of a truly remarkable place, Al-Qarawiyyin. It's often called the world's oldest university, but its history is even more complex and fascinating than that title suggests. Our story begins way back in the 9th century. Around 859 CE, tradition tells us of a visionary woman named Fatima al-Fihri. Having inherited a fortune, she dedicated it to founding a mosque and a place of learning for her community. This initial act of endowment planted the seeds for what would become one of the most important intellectual centers in the Islamic world. While modern historians debate the documentary evidence for Fatima's story, her legacy is a powerful symbol of women's contributions to scholarship and culture. From these origins, Al-Qarawiyyin blossomed. Throughout the medieval period, it wasn't just a local mosque. It became a magnet for scholars from across North Africa, Al-Andalus, and the wider Mediterranean. The curriculum was rich, covering not just Quranic studies and law, but also philosophy, mathematics, medicine, and astronomy. Imagine the minds that gathered here, like the great scholar Ibn Khaldun, exchanging ideas and preserving knowledge that would shape generations to come. At the heart of this intellectual powerhouse was its legendary library. Over centuries, through donations and careful copying, it amassed an incredible collection of manuscripts. We're talking about thousands of volumes, including priceless treasures like early Qurans written on gazelle parchment, and original works by philosophers like Ibn Rushd, also known as Averroes. The first purpose-built library was constructed in the 14th century, a testament to the value placed on these written works. Its beautiful medieval woodwork and carved inscriptions still whisper stories of the past. However, like many ancient institutions, Al-Qarawiyyin faced periods of decline. By the early 20th century, its precious manuscripts were at risk from humidity, theft, and decay. But thankfully, its story doesn't end there. In the 2010s, a major restoration project was launched, led by architect Aziza Kawani. This wasn't just about repairing walls. It was a high-tech mission to save a treasure trove of knowledge. They installed modern climate controls and created state-of-the-art labs for conservation and digitization. Thanks to this effort, the library reopened, making its roughly 4,000 ancient manuscripts accessible to a new generation of scholars, and, for the first time, partly to the public. Now, is it the world's oldest university? UNESCO and Guinness World Records say so, dating its continuous operation back to 859. Some Western scholars draw a distinction between the medieval Islamic madrasa and the European university model that emerged later in Bologna. But this debate over definitions doesn't diminish Al-Qarawiyyin's immense historical importance. Whether you see it as a university, a madrasa, or a beacon of learning, Al-Qarawiyyin's legacy is undeniable. It was a hub that preserved and transmitted knowledge, bridging classical and Islamic worlds. It stands as a powerful symbol of the centrality of learning in Islamic civilization and the enduring power of one woman's vision. What an incredible journey through time. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into history. See you next time.